I didn't think that Rampage would be a good kaiju film because I thought it would be too much like the video game and it wouldn't seem like it would be related to the kaiju genre because it was from a video game and it was never, I don't know, a book. Like Mothra actually started out as a book and she became one of the greatest giant monsters of all time. And Rampage, I thought, wouldn't be like that because it started out as a video game. But I was wrong. Hello, this is Titanosaurus Productions, and today I'm doing a review of Rampage. Starting out, we're going to... Well, before we start this, let's talk about what this, I don't know, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. If you've never seen one of these reviews before, this is how it works. I select the pros and cons of the movie, and then I tell my opinion of the movie at the end, and then we see if it gets a good review. So this is how we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start off with a pro here. We're going to add fourth monster. Just wanted to let you guys know that I saw this the day after it came out, and there was a fourth monster. And I'm going to say what the monster is. I don't exactly know its name from the game because I always only knew that there were 3 of these monsters. George the gorilla, Ralph the wolf, and Lizzie the crocodile. And yeah, if you don't want to know who this fourth monster is, fast forward to the time you're about to see on the screen. The monster's name is, well, not its name. This monster is called, why am I saying what it's called? The monster is a giant rat. That's probably the size of, I don't know, a bear. And it was I feel like it was actually a very good monster because we don't see that many rat monsters, do we? I mean, there were the pack rats from Godzilla the Animated Series, and there was going to be a giant rat film called Nezura, Giant Horde Beast Nezura, and Nezura is a giant rat, and it leads a bunch of smaller rats that were about the size of the pack rats from the Godzilla animated series. And you should look up Nezura, and you should look up the pack rats from the Godzilla TV show. But yeah, it was a good inclusion. Next up, characters. They were pretty good. I feel like they were like the comedy was it hit me when it showed the comedy, and the characters were decent characters. I really had no problems with them. What else? The plot was good, like how the monsters came to be. I won't spoil that for you if you haven't seen the movie already. And we only got one more thing here. It's not a con. There are no cons for this movie. It's pretty good. And the final thing here is the monsters. Let's start off with George, my least favorite. He is obviously supposed to be King Kong in the video game, but they make his origins, the origins make him seem not like King Kong, and he can become very distinct, especially since he now is white fur. That also makes him more distinct. Next up is Ralph. Ralph is the giant wolf who looks like, I gotta admit, he looks like Varan. He's got all these spines on his back, and he's got the skin on there. And when I first saw him in the video game, I thought he was the Wolfman from that canceled Godzilla film, Godzilla vs. the Wolfman. Or, not canceled, fan film, I should say. The fan film, Godzilla vs. the Wolfman. And yeah, and that's what he looks like in the video game. But they made him more like a giant wolf. Very cool how they introduced this monster. Next up is Lizzie. Lizzie looks like a combination between Jiger and Biollante. It's a good monster. Really big. I would say it would be good enough to be maybe a monster Godzilla kills off in the beginning of Godzilla 2019. I'm just saying. Yeah. Godzilla King of the Monsters. It could work if Legendary could do that. But overall, I give this movie a positive review. It had the fourth monster was great. The characters I had no problems with the characters. They were all good characters. The comedy was always pretty good. The plot they made the plot distinct and not like the video game. Oh yeah. It's not like the video game. Definitely not. It's nothing like the video game, apart from when the monsters crawl on the sides of the buildings. That's just if you wanted it to be like the video game, because I think it's better than the video game. And I've played the video game before. It's pretty fun, but it gets boring after a while. And yeah, that's it. That's my review of Rampage. See you guys later. Bye.